Well, here we are. It's 11 o'clock, Tuesday, June 24th. And they started around 7:30. And they got all the poles set and ready to go. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. So it is Tuesday, June 24th. About 7:15 in the evening. And this is what the guys got done today. So they basically got everything set in the ground. They graded stuff off. Got the trusses set. Got almost all the purlins on. So I imagine they'll be putting siding on and the roof on pretty quick tomorrow. Probably by 8, 9 o'clock they'll be sheeting the roof. Now it is supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm not sure how they'll work with that or whatever, but they did a pretty good job. I used the perma columns again, and I really like, we use these in the shop, but I really like the fact of not having any anything that can rot in contact with the ground. They're a little bit extra money, but in my mind they're worth every penny. So everything looks good. We'll see what tomorrow brings, and I'm just very thankful. We'll see how things pan out here. All right, that's it for now. Here we go. All right, it is Thursday, June 26th, about 10 o'clock in the morning, and the guys just got finished with the building. So this is 24 by 52. 12 foot high, and start to finish it took them 2.5 days, and they're finished. I can't say enough good stuff about Whitetail Construction out of Loganton, PA. I put the perma columns in so I don't have to worry about my posts rotting off. They're all concrete. Just give you an overview here of what it looks like. So this is Mav's in here. This is pressure treated 1.5 inch tongue and groove. They put these girt trusses braces in, just to help with wind and stuff. But everything looks good. We got our hurricane straps on for lift. These doors, they latch the doors. Here, hold this. Waylon, quit being an idiot. So, these doors work super smooth. That's one finger. So I can move the doors anywhere I want them. That track system they use, I've never seen that kind of track system before. Let's see if I can show you. But it's like it's not the square type, it's like a round oval type. It works really good. Plus I like the fact they put a they put a drip edge over the track to keep it dry, which will just make it last longer. But I called Dan, or I sent Dan a text and told him I needed the cheapest stone I could get that would work in here, so waiting for him to get back to me. We get some stone down in here and then we can get some stuff moved in.
Well, you're gonna have to run the magnet over it first.
Yeah. Alright, well that's gonna pretty much do it for the building videos. I might do another one once we get it stacked full someday. Alright, here we go. Alright folks. To finish up this video on the new building, as you can see, I'm getting the stone put in here, and for the most part I got it pretty well leveled out. It's just a little bit high here in the middle, but for right now I'm just letting that go. I know it's hard to see on the camera, but I gotta fill in here a little bit more and do along the edges there. And then once I get that done, I'll come out here and grate all this off. And I'm gonna make a little parking spot over here along the side. So hopefully I have enough stone to do that, but I should. So over here, I'm gonna smooth this off. Put some stone down here, that way you have a parking spot for like that thing, so it's not on the road all the time. But let's do a little recap here. So this building, this is for implement storage, hay storage, whatever storage I need it for the farm equipment and stuff. And in our township, I didn't look into this too much, but I called about permitting and stuff, and since it's an ag building, it's exempt. I don't have to get a permit or anything. So it's 24 by 52, 12 foot high. So something to keep in mind is the way, so Whitetail Construction out of Loganton, PA did this, which I am fully endorsing. But your 12 foot is to the top of the post. So the 2x12 headers is going across here, or rim joists, or whatever you want to call them. So you're going to lose 11.5 inches plus whatever. Like for the track board, they put pressure treated track board in. They put a drip edge over that, so I lost a few inches there, which is not a big deal, but we talked about that. Now I almost didn't put the soffit in, and I'm glad I did, the vented soffit, but it turned out really nice. The drip edge they put on for the track for the doors turned out really nice. You can see like all their, let me see if I can, like all their, everything's nice and straight as it should be. Here's what the peak looks like, the gable end. And here's looking down the back. Everything looks good. And I'll take you inside here a hot minute, because I gotta get busy. I don't have much time. I gotta get this done. I want to get the baler in there before I leave today, so I can get it on tarped. And there's a couple things I want to do to it. Looks like we might be able to make hay this weekend. So, all right. So I went with the perma columns. You can look them up and read all about them. Okay. So they're concrete. These are laminated 2x6s, pressure treated. They put your purlins every 2 foot. Trusses are every 4 foot. Now I will tell you this. If you want to put trusses every 12 inches, they'll do it. If you want to put trusses every 2 foot, they will do it. It's all up to you. But this is more than good for what I need it for. What else? There's a couple places like girder. No, I forget the name of that joist or that brace there. And then these ones here, these braces here, they just offer some extra support with racking and stuff from the wind. They did a really good job on the doors. So this is one door right here, pressure treated on the bottom. And this door, this is the style of latch that we went with. But this door I can literally just take one finger. That's how smooth it is, and push it open. I'm very happy with it. I mostly when you call into Whitetail Construction, which I don't have the phone number in front of me, but you can look them up on the World Wide Web. I always deal with Samuel, and they're very accommodating after they were done. So basically, start to finish, I mean, they didn't even have holes in the ground. 2.5 days they had this whole thing done. And Samuel called me the day after they left, wanted to make sure I was happy with everything. These are pressure treated tongue and groove 2x6s that they put around the bottom the whole way around. And Samuel called me, and I asked him, because the way the openings worked out on the doors, they're not exactly the same, and that's just the way construction goes. But I wanted a couple more latches, and he's like, no problem. I said, if you just mail them to me or drop them off, I'll put them on. And he's like, nope. He's like, you paid for that, and we're gonna take care of it. So he said, we'll be up there in a week or so. I was like, we'll just stop in and put them on. There, that gives you a good look down the side. All right. The other thing is, I don't know if you can see it. So they used the felt covered, it's not felt. Well, it might be felt. It's some sort of thing. But basically, they use some sort of, for the roofing, it's a coating on the underside that keeps it from condensating. Which, what used to happen is it would condensate sometimes, it runs down, and then all your wood starts to rot. From over the years, it just keeps working on it, and then it would rot. So now that won't do that. Anyway, Whitetail Construction out of Loganton, PA. Can't say enough good things about them. Samuel in sales, the whole build crew. I can't remember all their names. I can only remember one of them, so I don't want to just single one person out. But the build crew, very polite, very accommodating, and for what this structure is, and as fast as they put it up, it's worth every cent. I just can't. I don't have enough time. I could absolutely build this building. That's not a big deal. The whole problem is, for me, it's time and wear and tear on me, plus it's hay season, plus I got all this other stuff going on, and I just can't do everything all the time anymore. So I decided to pay them to do it, and I'm glad I did. They do excellent work. Oh, and they also put hurricane straps on all the trusses, because how it sits right now is basically what how I planned on doing it. So with these two being open, if the wind comes in there and then you get lift, right? And you think, oh, that's not a big deal. Well, it's not a big deal, but over the years, it'll keep working on stuff. So they put the hurricane straps on. I'm trying to think what else. It's just the little things, like, you know, using pressure treated where you're supposed to. You know, they could have skimped on that, and I would have had them put the pressure treat on, but, you know, just put untreated wood and stuff on the doors like that. But that just makes it last that much longer. Like this pressure treated faceboard here just gives it a cleaner look. Little things like that matter. Trying to think anything else. I don't know. That's going to do it, I think, for right now. So if you're looking for a building at a really competitive price, give Whitetail Construction a call out of Loganton, PA. And no, they didn't pay me anything or give me anything for this. I just appreciate them that much that I'm giving them a little promo here. So, all right, that's going to do it for this video. I got to get busy grading and getting this done. Get the baler in there. I'd like to get the hay bind in there. There's a couple things I want to try and fix on it. It's not that it needs fixed. It's not the way I want it. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it work the way I want it. All right, I'm just going to go. I got stuff to do. All right, God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. We'll see you on the next one. All right, here we go.